At my graduation party, I watched my father drop something into my champagne, so I stood up smiling. She drank what was meant for me. My name is Daniel, I'm 22, and I just graduated with a biochemistry degree from Northwestern. My parents never really approved of my choices, but they still threw me this extravagant graduation party. It was odd, considering they'd called me a worthless leech just last week. As I watched the bubbles rise in the expensive champagne, I caught my father slipping a white powder into my glass when he thought no one was looking. My heart stopped. My own father was trying to poison me. If you're watching, tell me where you're from in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe button, as I share how I survived my parents' betrayal and found strength I never knew I had. To understand why my parents would want to harm me, you need to know about our family. The Harrises weren't your typical loving household. My father, Joseph Harris, built Harris Pharmaceuticals from a small research lab into a multi-billion-dollar powerhouse. His reputation for ruthless business tactics was legendary. Competitors would mysteriously lose funding or face unexpected regulatory hurdles. Publicly, though, he maintained the image of a philanthropist and family man. My mother, Eleanor, came from old money. Her family had been in pharmaceutical development for generations before she married my father and merged their companies. She was obsessed with appearances and the Harris legacy. Our house was featured in architectural magazines, and she hosted charity galas that were the talk of Chicago society. Behind closed doors, she was cold, calculating, and constantly critiquing everything about me. Then there was my perfect sister, Sophia, 3 years older than me. She earned straight A's, captained the debate team, and later graduated from Harvard Business School with honors. She joined the family company without hesitation and quickly became the heir apparent. Our parents never missed her tennis matches or piano recitals, proudly displaying her trophies and awards throughout our home. When she spoke at dinner, they listened attentively. My experience was dramatically different. Despite being a straight-A student myself, my achievements were always met with indifference. "That is what we expect from a Harris," my father would say without looking up from his newspaper. When I won the state science fair in 10th grade, my mother merely commented that my hair looked messy in the photos. They attended my events only when it would have looked suspicious if they hadn't. From childhood, it was clear they had mapped out my future. I would study pharmaceutical sciences, join the family business, and eventually run the research division while Sophia handled the business side. My protests were ignored. When I developed an interest in environmental science in high school, particularly how pharmaceutical waste affects ecosystems, my father dismissed it as tree hugger nonsense.